Now, I'm going to say something that's going to make Summer House fans a little bit upset, but I'm going to say it anyways. Ciara was not entirely wrong, but she also wasn't entirely the victim. Now, let's talk about it. My name is Zoe, and this is my Bravo Breakdown. So basically, in the episode, Ciara finds out that Jess, her homeboy, basically asked her ex-boyfriend, that's also his homeboy, for permission to kiss her, and she found out about it. And when she found out about it, she was super upset, rightfully so. And that also leads to another question about, can attractive straight women and attractive straight men really just be friends? But let's get into that later. While she's upset and speaking with her friend Mia, she says that men just want to experience her, but she wants more than surface level. She wants someone that could be a good friend to her, someone that will protect her. And she also mentions that she's more traditional. And I think some people are forgetting that she is a Southern girl. Even though she's a New Yorker now, she's still a Southern girl. And you can see she still has some of those traditional values. She wants to be married and she wants to have kids. Now, some of the discourse around this has been very, very interesting. And from what we see, Ciara exclusively dates white men within the reality TV sphere, like the Summer House, the Southern Charm, whatever. And so now with what Jesse's doing, it's coming across as if these guys are kind of fetishizing her. And on a personal level, I actually lie about my ethnic background because I know that some men fetishize it. And it's unfortunate, but it just leads to discussions that I don't want to have. But enough about me. I feel bad for Ciara because I just don't think she understands how men operate. Because the story with her and Jesse being homies is nothing new. I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this as well, where you had someone, you thought they were a good friend, and the next thing you know, they're telling you they're interested in more than being friends. And it just makes things super, super awkward. And the other conversation we need to have that might be a little controversial is about pretty privilege, which I talked about before, referencing another video about Southern Charm. Because yes, these men are visual creatures. They see a pretty face, they see a hot body, and they want to conquer it. She's obviously more than that, and she wants to be seen as more than that. But at the same time, we need to think about the platform she's on, Summer House. The platform that is literally casting people based on their level of attractiveness, based on how young they are, based on how wild and single they are. That's always been the premise of the show. Get these hot, single, young New Yorkers in a house, and what do you think is going to happen? On the one hand, you can have someone like an Emerald who took it to the far extreme, but I mean, that is what the show is about. So for what she's looking for, would that be found in the Summer House? I mean, I don't think so. I think her and Wes did have something really, really good together. However, their timelines might not match. I feel like he probably would settle down and be a husband and be a great father, but probably much, much, much further down the line. Maybe like when he gets to be like a Kyle's age or something. But I just think her person, for what she wants, is probably not in the Summer House, probably not on reality TV, because it sure ain't in Austin either. There's so many layers to this discussion. I would love to know your thoughts as always. Like and follow for more.